Hello everybody. Today I want to make a thingy like this, and what that is I'm going to show you right away. This is a IKEA spice container that has a magnet on it. Unfortunately they don't make those anymore, but I still hope that they gonna produce them again at some point. And this is just very adorable. You can make little dioramas in there. So I used crafting foam, made those grassy layers, and then I have those adorable images. It's not Jiminy Cricket, it's from Imprinted Out. You can see my ring light, huh? Yeah. So I just want to make something like this. You can put glitter in there. I have made one before. I don't know if I put it on my channel, but yeah, we're gonna do that. The other idea was, if you have an empty Nivea container and a good knife, you could cut out a hole, put an acetate behind, and make your own storage thingy, your own, add a magnet on the back, make your own thingy. So now I need this container, and I have thought about the image I want to have in there. So I want to have those adorable snails from Imprinted Out Torre, and then they need grass in there, grassy background. And I found I still had some circles cut out from the last time I did those. Those were left over. I've used this die cut to cut them out. It's about the size of this thing. You can also cut it out by hand, but I do love using die cuts because I don't like to measure. And this makes it so much easier. That's also why I have a ton of die cuts. Yeah, don't judge me. Then I have more though. I also want to do a picket fence. I have that from Lawn Fawn, also awesome die cut. So I'm gonna cut out another circle of this craft foam in white and then do my fence on it. And I have this awesome craft foam which has like, it's a structure on it. It's like felty, more like a fabric or something. So I want to cut out those two, maybe make one or two layers of that. I would also have a darker one, but this is even self-adhesant. I'm not going to use that though, I think. And I will have to use score tape, double-sided tape, because glue does not dry on this material. That's very, very annoying. And I have a ton of grassy borders. They're all from Lawn Fawn, that I want to cut out my circles. So now next step, go to the die cutting machine. This is not so interesting for people who know how that works, but some people wonder how this die cutting machine works, because I did not know how that works when I first started. So here you go. You put it on it, make a sandwich, courble it through, wind it through, and then that's it. So, and then I did the picket fence, and I just put it somewhere and hoped it would be on a nice height, and I will make it work later on. So I did cut that out a bit soon. I also need to take out those little things, make the picket fence nice. And then I want to have this grassy thing like to the edge there, and this Lawn Fawn die, border die, they're the same borders. Now I want to line that up with my fence, and then actually line those circles up and line this up in behind. I can see it now in between those dots, and I'd rather have it a bit higher so it covers the fence than too low. Okay, now I take that off, adhere it somehow, and then go through the die cutting machine. Hier. Door. Up. Yeah. And now I have this layer that fits here. And I put it on here, and I have those ones. You know what? That would be way more lovely if I just do the felty stuffs. I could take one of those behind. Those are very thick. The other one's so thin. I might just add it to it, but do the layers with a funny stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna cut out more of that. And then I just need to figure out how big I want to cut them. So I just need a few that are a bit smaller, getting smaller. Maybe not grassy because this is grassy, so I take wavy hills, wavy dies. I don't know, one is here, then two. There's a one. About 3 layers. Okay, let's do that. And I'm cutting out those layers from both sides of that circle. And by using those long slimline die cuts, I can do that at the same time. I do put one circle a bit above and one below, and to make sure that those borders I'm cutting out are different sizes. So I want them bigger and smaller so I can stack them nicely behind each other and you can see them all. I'll now put all the layers in here and added my snails, and they cover up the whole grassy layers, and it's a pity not to see them. So, and if I put them further to the back, they get too high. So, I need to figure out something new. But I have different snails, as the same snails, but different images. Unless they, but I want to see I want to see all the layers. It's just lovely. I could just leave it like this. Okay, I'm getting more snails. So here are my snails. I have a ton of them already colored because I want to make cards for my mom. Because she has actually ordered a few. So, but now I need to figure out where I put that. Or I just put one and the sun in the back. Could be a very happy card. To have it on it. I'm sorry. Okay. So arranging stuffs, and that's always hard. I'm also going to add glitter in the background. Ich habe mich entschieden. I'm going to do those too. Like this. And actually those thin layers were not so thin. I have a lot of them. Maybe I add a little thicker foam in between. But maybe not. And if I don't die cut them with a die cut. Now I don't know. I have this as a reminder. This is the German. And then this is a reminder. This is the English. This is Pumuckl, and this is, I don't have anything else, and this is like Florida. And I put the Pumuckl and spoken English. So, okay. So this is the English part. I didn't even tell you guys. I have started a new channel in German. Okay, so I've decided on that. Huge. Now I need to cut out a background thing, background paper, ink blend it a bit, and then add it all together, add some glitter stuffs and shaker elements, and I'm done. For the background, I am using ink oxides, and I'm choosing Salty Ocean and Blueprint Sketch. And then I get out my folder with all my sponges. They are in little folders. Like that, they don't mold, because when they are packed like airtight, they sometimes start to mold. And they're just on double-sided tape. Then I prepare my stumps and just use the Blueprint Sketch for the main color and go over the edges. No, I just said it wrong. The Salty Ocean for the main color and go over the edges with the Blueprint Sketch. Just work from the lighter to the darker color, and then I go back to the lighter one and mix them up a bit so that there's a smooth blend. Then I use my water spritzer, which is actually an old spray bottle from my apothecary. And I use Gansai Tambi colors in white, blue and green, just to add some speckles and make it a bit more interesting and pimp up my background, because it just looks better like that. And then I let it dry. And now starts the process of adhering everything. It takes a while and it's tedious or it's repetitive, but I'm gonna have the whole process in here, but add some music, because sometimes you miss the whole process, how to finish something, and that's why I want to have everything in here. Here's some obnoxious ASMR. And I'm using those lovely, I love those things. They're like glass balls, small balls. And I use them very rarely. They're very precious to me, and they all go behind the background because there's a gap. I didn't glue it on well, so those spheres are in there and not there. And then I added some more glitters and some green stars. And then I added the lid on it and I shake it, and I see that it's very static, very, very static. Okay, it's all thing. Maybe let's glitter. More shaker bits. Okay. And next I will show you quite a few of those. Here are some examples I made before. This one I've shown you already, with Impronted Autore images. Spring Vibe. Another Spring Vibe thingy with MFT stamps, which are not there anymore. Then we go into summer with Mama Elephant and those tennis balls I made out of Fimo polymer clay. It's very cool to make your own shaker bits. Then we stay in summer with Whimsy stamps. I love that turtle. It's so cute, so adorable. And then we go over to fall with images from Mama Elephant, the hedgehogs. And this is, for the first time, nicely filled. I like it when it's filled very much. I could refill the others. I'm just too lazy to do that because it's messy. Those are Impronted Autore, also not so filled. And the head of those things is, there's layers of foam under there to keep them up. And now we go to winter with purple onion designs and some very cool snow. I have a huge pack and I'm very happy about it. And another winter one with snow shaker bits with Mama Elephant, the woolly mammoths. And now the last one we just did. I would say this is a spring summer vibe with Impronted Autore snails. Okay, I have mentioned it very shortly that I have started a German channel. And I'm doing all the same videos for you guys and for in German. So I have those helpers because I do the same and I don't want to get confused. So this is Pumuckl. He's very, very, very German. I love him. And I put him on the screen when I am talking in German. And I put a little alligator or crocodile on it because I don't have anything else for English. I thought Florida and stuff. I also have Nessie, but Nessie's a piggy bank and is hard and could break. And this is stuffy, so it's just supposed to symbolize English-speaking countries. And when both are on there, then I do a voiceover later, so I don't have to record twice. So, and this is what they are for. What they are for, and now you know why. Because I started a German channel just last week. And now I thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.